Are you ready for this? Some incredible lessons from Parashas Shemos that applies all year round, every day of your life, and is really going to encourage you. In this week's Parsha, Rashi brings Chazal that says that the Jewish people are compared to the stars. Why is that? What do we learn from that? And who really cares? First answer, Hashem wants to tell us, the Jewish people, that we are as precious to Him as the stars in the sky, His heavenly host. Every single individual Yid is precious to Hashem, just like a shining, beautiful star. The second idea is the following. There's a Rashi in Esther, in Megillah Esther, that says the Jewish people are compared to two things. We're compared to the stars and we're compared to the dust of the earth. What's the reason for that? So the answer is very simple. When we rise as high as the stars, above everything else in the world. But when we fall as low as the dirt, lower than everything else. The lesson is very simple. There's no such thing as being mediocre. You're destined to be great. You're destined to be a person who grows spiritually, who grows and helps the world and becomes a better and better person. And if you ignore your destiny, instead of being as high as you are as the stars, you're going to be as low as the dirt, and nobody wants that. Next idea is the stars are only seen during the night, but during the day they seem to disappear. There are things that we do that are really, really valuable, but they're only appreciated by other people in certain contexts. Maybe you're around the yeshiva, maybe you're in a community of people that are growing, but if you're not around people that are growing and people that are oriented in a spiritual way, you can do great things and people really won't even see it. It's as if you don't exist. But the reality is that stars, even though they have periods of time where no one sees to see them, they are 100% still there. Now, if a star could have an inferiority complex and feel bad about himself and have problems with self-esteem, then when people don't see him and people don't talk about him, maybe he wouldn't shine as much. But the truth is, a star does shine just as much even during the day. It's just that you can't see it. And he continues to shine his entire life, his entire existence. And that's the same exact thing with us. Even if people can't see you, they don't appreciate what you're doing, they don't know what you're doing, they don't see you, they don't appreciate your shine. You should still do it anyway. Keep on shining, because all of those things one day are going to appreciate it where it really counts, which is in the next world. That leads us to the next topic. This is an amazing thing. We look at stars as if they're very, very small. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Wait a second. There are stars that are much, much bigger than our sun. Our sun can fit 300 Earths inside of it. And there are stars that are 10,000 times the size of our star. Whoa, that's enormous. Who you calling little? Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Why do we see the stars as little? Because we're down here and we're small. But when we rise up to the level of the stars, we would see how incredibly enormous they are. So this is an amazing idea. Do not allow people that are small, that are not spiritually growing, to assess you and put you in their little tiny little twinkle twinkle little star box. Don't let them tell you, I don't see what you're doing there in yeshiva and seminary. I don't see the value of your davening 3 times a day. I don't see what you're doing working on yourself. I don't see the value of learning. What are you doing? Because you're growing spiritually and you're way above them, and they see you as small because they are small. So don't let people that are staying small and not growing themselves put you in a little twinkle twinkle little star box and stop you from growing. Of course you should love them, you shouldn't judge them, that's for sure. Don't feel arrogant, that's 100% true. We're just saying don't let them and their small vision of who you are stop you from becoming who you're meant to become, a star, enormous, and shine.